What is going on, guys? So we got to talk about the market, right? So overall right here, we're looking at the S&P 500 and we're looking at a yearly chart, right? Now this goes all the way back to as far as let's see, 1993. I wish this went back further just so I could show you guys a few more things, but we're looking at this big picture, right? Now, why are we looking at this big picture? Because there's just some interesting stuff going on, right? So the overall market, right, the S&P 500, has been tremendously bullish in the last year. I mean, it's just been insane. We've had so much volatility going on. We just have so much volume going on. We had a lot of meme stock plays. We just have more people participating in stocks than ever before. So it's just insane. Right now in this video, we're going to be talking about ticker symbol SPCE. But before we get there, I just want to kind of bring up a few things, right? So, this is a massive bull run. Now, this candle is a very oddly shaped candle. Now, that's because we have the body over here, but we have this long wick over here. Now, if you guys are unsure of how to understand how to read candlesticks, I have a video that literally breaks down how to break or understand candlesticks, right? But basically, this wick right here is from 2020, and obviously, when we had the whole, the pandemic happened, of course, we had this big sell-off, but ever since then we bounced back, and this is why the candle closed like this is why it looks like this on a yearly chart. Now, I mean, if you guys look, it's been one of the biggest bull runs in literally the last 2 decades. I mean, last time we had a big sell-off was really in the 2000s, which was the dot-com bubble, Y2K. Then of course we had the real estate market, and then the biggest sell-off so far was 2020 pandemic, but we just recovered super quick. We didn't see that in the last 2 pandemics. So the purpose of me showing you this is just to kind of show you guys that, I mean, this is a great opportunity. I mean, regardless if the market goes up or down, as a trader, there's always an opportunity to make a profit. But it's easier to make a profit, in my opinion, when it is a bull run, because not many people know what to do when we get here, right? I have videos talking about what to do when we get here or here. But for the sake of this video, when things are looking like this, it's much easier to make a trade. So let's go ahead and take a look at this stock that I'm looking to trade for this week. Of course, we're not going to look at it from this time frame. We're going to look at it from a 1-hour view. And let's kind of just zoom out, okay? We got to zoom all the way out. And it's just, I knew I had to zoom out a little bit because I knew it was not supposed to look like this. Let's go to a 4-hour chart so we can kind of see it better. There we go. All right. So we have these massive green candles going on with SPCE. Right now, these candles, they really just come from, I would like to classify it as euphoria, as hype, as we just had, one of the rockets, right, that landed a, successful, test flight. And then we have, just news of the founder of the company going into outer space a little bit before Jeff Bezos goes out of space with Blue Origins, right? Or it's called Orions or Origin, something like that, right? Jeff Bezos is looking to go around, I think it's around sometime in July. Now, the founder for Virgin Galactic, is going a week earlier from Jeff Bezos. So we had this competition, right? Which is great. Competition is always great. Now, speaking from a fundamental side, you guys know I mostly trade on technical analysis, but from a fundamental perspective, this company is not doing well, right? This company is still in debt because obviously they haven't successfully shipped anyone, in space tourism, right? They still haven't done it successfully yet. But the fact that we're getting closer and closer is what is bringing this stock up. Now, I want to highlight a few things. The last time that we were at these levels was all the way back in about January, right? And then February we started selling off, and this sell-off was tremendous. I mean, I had a position and I had to exit it out, right? It was just something that was just tanking, right? So it dropped 162% in just a couple of months. So I want you guys to know that just as far or as fast as this can go up, this can go down, right? So how do we protect ourselves from, something going down? Well, if this continues going up, then of course, that's great. We just have more of an uptrend. But something that I look for when I'm entering and exiting a stock is the trend. And how do I identify the trends? Well, I use moving averages, right? So we're looking at this line right here is a simple moving average, and this is the exponential moving average. Now I have videos covering how each one works, but for the sake of this video, I drew that line by accident actually. You just have to know that as long as we're hovering above these trends, we're very bullish. So let's go ahead and go back into a 5-minute chart. If I was looking at this from a day trade, the minute we open a candle above the exponential moving average, I would enter in and I would just sell at validation that this is, broken, that a reversal is taking place. Despite the fact that, yeah, it did go higher, but I'm someone who is, looking as this as a trade. I'm not investing. So at the end of the day, you have to decide, what are you doing? Are you, trading? Are you investing? Are you swing trading, right? But let's take a look at it back again from a 4-hour chart. Now, let's go ahead and also draw a horizontal line just to draw, a possible resistance, right? Now, I'm not saying that just because this is a resistance that this necessarily is just going to touch this line and go down. Because as I preach on this channel, supports and resistances aren't 100%, just things that stifle a stock from, moving, right? Because a stock can break the pattern, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that a reversal is taking place at this point. So I want you guys to, just very, very cautious when we hit this level of $60.32, as this was a peak in the past. Now, maybe the news of this company, getting closer and closer to their goal of space tourism and charging, regular civilians to go to outer space for a premium, it's getting closer and closer. So maybe that will break the resistance, but I want you guys to just be careful. If we touch this level, we start dipping. Considering the fact that, we already ran up, let's say, if we counted from this area, we already ran up about 65%, right? And if I just delete that trend line, if we go from the low, right, which was not just, this was in May, all the way till now, it's almost 300%. So you have to think to yourself, is this going to forever go up, right? This is not like a cryptocurrency where, we're seeing 30,000%, right? This is just like a stock, right? So typically with stocks, you rarely see 30,000%. Just want to, put it out there, be honest, right? So, again, I'm not saying this isn't going to continue running up. If it runs up, I'm definitely taking a day trade, maybe possibly a short-term swing trade. But I am going to be very cautious about, this $60 level. Now, if we break above the $60 level, especially if we have the founder go into outer space successfully, guys, this can be a major uptrend that I am willing to ride out for the momentum. Hopefully you guys are excited, because if we break above this, I don't have a crystal ball to predict where this is going to go to, but I am 100% certain that if we break above the $60 level, and we have as well good news that the flight was successful, then there's, that's just a very optimistic, bullish sign for the company. So just something to keep, an eye out. Watch out for this level. Now, if we do sell off, right, I'm looking for maybe a big sell-off that may happen in a couple of weeks, kind of similar to like what happened when we hit this peak last time. We didn't just drop down the next day. It took a few weeks of it slowly going down, right? So, the level that I'm identifying where if this does, touch 60 and starts coming down, the first level I'm going to be looking at is just a level right over here, right? Now, why am I looking at this level? Well, if we just take a look, it was obviously resistance in the past, broke through it, became resistance again. And then it was kind of like a resistance around this area where we just consolidated around this area, touching it, breaking above it, just so you could clearly see that this is a strong, support and resistance levels. So, I'm going to put my alert, of course, as someone who likes to, look and partake in these plays, I'm going to put an alert above $60.39. If we go above $60.39, I'm going to put a little funny alert right here. I'm going to say moon, right? Just joking, but, kind of being serious, that the momentum is probably going to continue going up if we break above here, as long as we also have the good news. Now, if there's bad news, right, maybe the flight doesn't, do well. Maybe Jeff Bezos actually then goes into space before the founder of this company. then, you know, those are external catalysts that could influence the stock to, you know, start going down. So I'm going to place my alert at this area. Now, it might not hit $36 for a few weeks, maybe a few months, maybe 2 months. But when it does, as time shows this being a strong support, I'm going to keep an eye out. So I want to see it touch it and bounce above it. So I'm also going to place my alert over here. And I'm just going to place an alert above, or below, sorry. And this alert is just going to be an alert that just says watch out. And that's kind of one of the things I like about Webull. The fact that when you place your alert, you're able to put notes in. So for those of you guys that asked, I forgot to mention it because, you know, I just got carried away. But I'm using the Webull platform again, not a platform that you absolutely have to use to trade, just a platform that I'm using. So if you're interested in using this platform, make sure to check out the link in the description below, because they're actually doing a promotion where if you sign up and deposit $100, you'll be eligible to receive 2 free stocks valued up to $2,000. And I actually have a video where I got a free share of Google that's now worth $2,500. So just for signing up with Webull, I got $2,500. So Webull is just, you know, I love it for the promotion that they have, but I also love it just because they have an overall great platform that they offer. Definitely a great platform, especially for swing traders. But regardless, with that out of the way, let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are for ticker symbol SPCE, right? Are we going to continue on this moonish bullish uptrend? Are we going to break above this area? Do you think there's any, you know, potential problems that could happen with the launching of the founder? And, you know, what's the longevity of this company, right? So let me know in the comment section below. Are you planning on entering? Are you already into it? When do you plan to exit? I want to know what your thoughts are, just because I want to see what you guys are up to. And, of course, this is definitely one of the plays that I'm really excited to look forward to, regardless if it goes up or if it goes down. If it's still in this channel, I'm going to be excited to, you know, obviously participate in it. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to click the links in the description below, and I'll see you on the next video.